Well, good morning, everybody. Hello everyone, welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about board games and board gamey things and having a cozy solo gaming day. That's what I'm doing today. Jeff is at his parents' house for the weekend with Nandor because they're going to be watching Nandor when we travel, so Nandy's getting a little exposure. Right now he's watching cows, which is very exciting stuff. So I thought that meant it was a good opportunity for me to sit down and play some solo games that I've wanted to try for a little while. And I haven't learned. I've learned one of these games. I haven't, oh my God, look at all the boxes behind me. Ignore the boxes. I haven't learned many of these games, but I've learned one of them. This one. So here, let's turn the camera. Here are the games that are potentially on the docket for today. Like I said, I still have to learn them. My priorities, I'm definitely going to play Last Lighthouse for sure. I definitely want to try for Northwood. And I think I would like to play Spring Meadow. So those three for sure. I also have Aqua Rove. I have Glass Garden, which I literally just got delivered yesterday. Foxy from Pegasus Spiele. Scream Park, which I got at Gen Con, I think I got that. Buttons and Bugs, Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs, and then I have Sunset Overwater and Floriferous. Haven't played either of these two. I've only played Herbaceous, so I'd like to try them. So that's going to be the plan for today. I'm going to learn some games, play some games, and you're going to hang out with me. I'm cozy. I got my hoodie on. I have water for health. Flavorless. Yum. So that's what we're doing. So let me just set up some stuff and learn a game, and then I will be right back. Alrighty. I figured we'd actually start with the Last Lighthouse since I know how that one plays. So this is a solo game from Button Shy. This is what it looked like. Let me just get it set up. So I have played this one. I played it when I was traveling to Gamma when I was stuck in a hotel by myself for a few days. I was like, hey, I brought some solo games, may as well play them. And this was one of them. So we have a lighthouse card here, and that is going to, we've got this like nightmare beast thing. So that's gonna go down on the bottom to that 6 level. Then we're gonna shuffle up these bad boys, these cards, which are all multi-purpose. So one side has like a nightmare on it, and then the other side has a, what's it called? This side is the trap, and this side, the nightmare. So they're all multi-purpose, as per usual. With Button Shy. Oh my God, the microphone, I lost the little like magnetic piece, so it keeps tickling my chin. Choose the difficulty. So we're gonna do normal, okay? So we need 4 cards, and those 4 cards, we're going to have the first 2 be nightmares, 1 and a 2, and the other 2 are going to be traps, like this. I'm just gonna put it over here. Technically, I guess it should be over here, but who cares about technicalities when you're playing games by yourself, all alone. This is how the game works. Your goal is to keep the lighthouse lit. Don't let the nightmares overcome the lighthouse. Nobody wants that, okay? Then nobody's gonna be able to see literally anything. Step 1 is you take 2 actions. You take 2 actions, you do the same action over and over, whatever you wanna do. The first one, oh, I need a hand. Draw 4 cards, 2, 3, 4. And the cards in my hand are all going to be traps. So they're all going to be on their trap side. All right, so the first thing that you could do is you could place a trap. So I can place a trap anywhere within this row. So it doesn't have to go to the back of the row. I could place it up front, in the middle, literally anywhere that I want. Okay, and I just do that by taking a trap from my hand and placing it. Some of the cards are going to have a when placed ability, and some are going to have a when defeated ability. So if it has a when placed, I have to then activate that ability. Okay, so that's the first thing. You could place a trap and do its when placed ability if it needs it. The other thing you could do is you can defeat a nightmare. So you may notice the nightmares, they have a certain amount of skulls. This one has 1 skull. This one has 2 skulls. And then they also have range on either side. And that's just showing how far they can reach for their attacks. And the traps have the same thing. So their strength will be in the middle with those little flames, and then their range will be on either side. So in order to overcome a nightmare, you need to have enough strength in your traps within range of that nightmare. So this one here that I have, it has a range 0 that way, which is not ideal. And this one only has a range of 1, so it can't reach. So we have to strategically place the traps in our hand so that we can overcome the nightmares. So everything only does 1 damage. I will mention that. I think I said strength, but what I meant before was health. So the flames, this trap has 3 health. This nightmare has 2 health. It's not their strength, it's their health. If you deal damage greater than or equal to the health, then the nightmare is defeated. When a nightmare gets defeated, you place it in your hand trap side up, and then this becomes a new trap card that you have to use in your hand. And if it has a when defeated effect, you have to also do that, obviously. Okay, so those are the 2 actions you can do. You can, like I said, any combination you want. Then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a nightmare to the row from the nightmare deck. So we're going to draw 1, place it as a nightmare in the rightmost spot in the row. Okay, if it has a when placed, this is when we would activate the when placed thingamabopper. Step 3, then the nightmares are going to attack. So initially the nightmares want to attack the lighthouse. Okay, so if they are in range of the lighthouse, they will attack the lighthouse. If not, they are then going to start going through traps and whichever one is closest, so leftmost, and they're going to see if they can reach it and attack it. We don't want the nightmares to attack the lighthouse because we're trying to protect the lighthouse. Okay, save the lighthouse, save the world. And then if nothing is within range, a hair will fly on the table. So if they can't defeat a trap, they'll move on to the next trap, so on and so forth. And if they can't defeat any traps, well, the traps just survive. Next, we're going to change the tide. So the tide changes. So the leftmost card in the sea, which is going to be whichever one is right next to the lighthouse, is affected by the tide. If it's a nightmare, we're going to move it to the right side of the line. And if it's a trap, we're just going to straight up remove it from the game. Okay, so we're just going to get rid of it. Then we're going to survey the sea. If there are 4 nightmares in a row, the lighthouse will take 1 damage. So we want to break up the nightmares. If the lighthouse is still lit, but the deck is empty, we win the game. The game basically ends when the deck is empty. If it is not lit at any point during the game, then we have lost the game. All right, that's it. Let's play. Whoa, flip those over. Okay, so I cannot attack any of these things, which means I'm gonna need to add a trap from my hand. Ooh, this one's good. This card, when placed, nightmares do not attack this turn. So they are not going to be attacking. So I'm gonna put it right in here. So that's its when placed effect. So I don't need to worry about any of them attacking. I think I'm gonna play another trap and I'll place this one. So this is when placed, discard 1 nightmare, place this trap in that nightmare's position. So we're gonna place it here to get rid of this one. I guess I didn't need to move it over. Now the next step is nightmares attack, but the nightmares are not attacking this round because of the card that I placed. Okay, then we are going to change the tide. So because this is a trap, it is going to get discarded, which sucks, but that's fine. And then we're going to add a nightmare to the end of the row, and it does not have a when placed, so we don't need to worry about it. That's how the game goes. It goes pretty quick. Now my hand is getting a little bit slim shady, so we need to defeat a nightmare here. And we cannot reach this one, but I can reach this one. So I'm gonna need, but it has 2 health. So I'm gonna need to add another one. All right, we're gonna play this one. This says when defeated, regain 1 health. Second thing, I'm going to defeat a nightmare. So we'll defeat this one because we had 2 within range. When defeated, choose 1 trap adjacent to this nightmare and discard it. Let's do this one. And then this gets flipped and put into my hand, which is good because I was getting low. Now the nightmares are going to attack. So this one actually is within range of the lighthouse. So we're gonna move that up 1, and then the tides are going to change. So this is going to get discarded because it's a trap. These will shift, and then we are going to add a nightmare. What is its when defeated? If this nightmare is directly between 2 traps, nightmares attack an additional time. So we're gonna defeat this one because that doesn't sound very good. So this is in range 1, 2, and this is in range. So we will defeat this and it will get put into my hand. Ooh, yeah. We're gonna place this one. When placed, the tide will not change this round. So we're not gonna have to get rid of this. So that's it for me. The nightmares are going to attack and he still can reach. I gotta get rid of this clown. So the lighthouse is down to 4. Tides are not changing, but we are adding a nightmare. When placed, move this nightmare 2 spaces closer to the lighthouse. 1, 2. I'm gonna get rid of this one with this, so, because it only has 1. So we'll defeat this nightmare. It doesn't have a defeated, so that's gonna go in my hand. Let's put out another trap. When placed, choose another trap, move it to any other position in the sea. It must change positions. So I wanna place that there. And I think I would like to move it there. Now the nightmares are going to attack. He cannot reach the lighthouse, so the lighthouse is safe. But he can reach this one, but he's not strong enough, so we'll move to the next. Not strong enough because this one has 3, so we'll move to the next. He will be able to defeat this one. Whoa, but we wanted this one to be defeated because when defeated, we regain a health. So we're back up to 5. We are going to change the tide. So this one has to be discarded. And then we're gonna add a nightmare. When placed, place 1 card from your hand on the bottom of the deck and then draw a card. Okie dokie. I'll place this one out. Choose 1 nightmare adjacent to this trap and discard it. So we'll do that. Actually, I'll place this one here instead. I still would not have been able to discard that one, but that's fine. So I'll have to discard this one instead based on where I placed it. No, I could have placed it in between them. No, I couldn't have. Okay, we'll have to do that. Ay. All right. Then I'll place this out and we'll place it here. And this is when defeated, draw 1 card from the deck. So I will be able to do that this round. Nightmares are going to attack, so he can't reach here. Can't reach here. He can reach here, but not strong enough, and he will reach here to defeat this trap. When defeated, draw a card from the deck. Oh my God, I only have 1 card. Ah! Then we're going to change the tides. So that's going to get discarded. These will move, and a new nightmare is coming out. Oh my God, it has a reach of 4. Yikes. I'm gonna have to put this one out here. And then for my second, I'm going to defeat this card. Does not have a when defeated action. We are attacking the lighthouse. Boom. This is going to be discarded, and then a new nightmare is going to come out. This is going to have to go here. When placed, all nightmares get -1 health this turn. I can only defeat this one. When defeated, you may not take further actions this turn, but that's fine because it was my second thing that I did. They cannot hit this. but they can hit this and they will defeat it. When defeated, choose one nightmare adjacent to this trap and discard it, but there isn't one. Drats. Changing of the Tides. That card's gonna be gone. This is the last card. We're definitely winning. So I'm placing this. This is when placed, gain 1 additional defeat a nightmare action this turn. So I will be defeating this and I will be flinging it. This has when defeated, return 1 trap from the sea to your hand. Okay. And then I get 1 additional defeat a nightmare, but I can't. So instead, I'm gonna place out this here. When placed, you may discard a card from your hand if you do defeat 1 nightmare from the sea. Done, and I win. Yay! So the nightmare only got up to 4 on the lighthouse. This went so much better than so many of the other times that I played it. I really, really like this game. This is another great Scott Alm solo game. So that's the Last Lighthouse from Button Shy for anyone interested. And I will mention Button Shy did provide me with a copy of this for review. And I love it. It's no surprise. I think Scott Alms makes my favorite Button Shy games. Like his solo Button Shies are always so awesome. And I've had this one for a while. I had the prototype and I never played the prototype. And then now I have this and I've already played it now. I think this was like my 5th or 6th time playing it. So if you're looking for a good, quick solo experience from Button Shy, Last Lighthouse, I think it's a good one to have in your collection. I have learned for Northwood. We are ready to go. I have taken, wow, Bessie, slippery cards, holy sheesh. I've taken out the extra cards because it says don't play with these ones for your first game. So I said, all right, usually I don't like to be told what to do, but in this case, I'll allow it. For Northwood is a solo trick-taking game, which is very unique. I'm very excited to play it. So basically we have these 8 different fiefdoms, fiefs, from 0 to 7. And what we are going to be doing each round is we are going to be visiting a different fief and trying to persuade the ruler there to come to our side, to be an ally. And we're gonna do that if we can win the exact number of tricks that they want us to win from 0 to 7. If we do that, we're gonna slide the card down to show that we have won it, and then now we can potentially use that ruler as an ally. Speaking of allies, we have 4 allies to start. It's all of the jacks, and they give each a special ability that we can use on our turn to help us win or lose the tricks that we're trying to win or lose. After we convince these guys, we can like swap them out and substitute them in, and then after we use them, then we have to discard them. That's how it works. We're just trying to kind of overcome as many as we can, and then there is, like, depending on what your score is, you'll get a certain medal. Standard, Advanced, and Idealist. I believe we're just playing Standard. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have picked anything harder than that. So we start with 8 cards in hand, and what we have to do is look at the cards we have and then think about how many tricks we could potentially win. The rulers are going to be drawing off of this deck. So this is going to be a discard, this is going to be a score pile. Oh, and whatever their thingamabop is the trump suit, and it's standard trick-taking rules, so it's a must follow, all that good stuff. So I have, I don't know if you can see, this is my hand. It's mid. The cards go from 1 to, I'm just going to put them all out in front of me. So the cards go from 1 to 8 in 4 different suits. I have a lot of red, which is a trump suit for these 2, so I don't want to use that. What else do I have a lot of? Sheesh, I don't know. Maybe this might be kind of crazy, but maybe I'll start with trying to win 3 tricks with the Queen of Leaves, and I only have 1, oh my gosh, thing that I'm going to throw around. These are very slippery cards. I only have one leaf. It should be noted that Jamie is not great at trick-taking games, so the likelihood that I win this is rather low. I think that's it. Let's play. I'm really excited to play this. All right, the first card, 6 of leaves. So I have to follow. So I will play my 1 of leaf, which means that I lose. So that's going to go into discard, which is good. We only want to win 3. 5 of leaves. So I will do I could play anything. So I'll do 2 of hearts or flowers. 2 of hearts. Meh. Oh my God, who shuffled these, Jamie? 4 of leaves. I'll do my 3 of flowers. 7 of paws. I have to play my 6 of claws. So I need to win 3. Let's do one more and then I might use one of my allies. Yeah, so that's 4 of eyes. I have to play an eye, so I'll do 1 of eyes, which means I need to win the next 3. I might lose this one like right away. Draw 2. Okay, I'll do this. Jack of eyes, draw 2, and then discard 2. So we're just I'll just flip him upside down. All right, I have an 8 and a 1. So I'll discard the 1 and the 4. I don't know. Oh God. All right. I've lost. Because that's a 5 and I don't have anything. So I don't even know if I need to continue, but I think you need to continue. Oh, because I might be able to do something else. Yes, Jack of Claws. Okay. I'm going to use the Jack of Claws. If you're holding fewer than 8 cards, which I am, draw cards until you have 8 cards in hand. The round ends when either the deck runs out or I run out. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've won none. I need to win 3. All right, there we go. 1 of flowers. I will play the 6 of flowers. So we've won 1. Oh shoot, now I have so many good cards, though I might win more than 3. Ah, Bessie. 2 of eyes. I have the 8 of eyes. I can only win 1 more. Oh my God, now I've really done it. 5 of flowers. I will use the 8 of flowers, so I have 1. Discard all cards that match the current ruler's suit. I don't have any. Exchange the ruler on the fief you're visiting with a neutral ruler up to 2 fiefs away. I don't think that's going to be very helpful because they all have, these are all would be trump suits for them. And I've lost. So 2 of claws. I have 3 of claws. So I lost it by 1 because I was only supposed to win 3. So what happens then is this gets flipped over and this goes away. So I don't get, this is an ally. He didn't want to be my friend because he thinks I'm an idiot. I'm so bad at trick-taking. I could have probably won like 6 that time. What was I thinking? Freaking dummy. I love this game. I already know I love it. I feel like this is a very middling hand. What do I know though? I think I could win at least. Let's maybe, I don't have any trumps. I'm gonna try and win 5. I don't know if that's a bad idea. The King of Claws, bursting with pride. Here we go. 1 of flowers. I'm trying to win 5, so I will play the 4 of flowers. Okay. Off to a decent start. 8 of claws. I cannot win that one. I will play the 1 to get rid of that. That's the trump suit as well. 4 of claws. I will play the 2 of claws. So I didn't win that one. I need to win 5. Get it together. 7. So I'm gonna, ooh, I can win this one. So 7 of leaves. I will play the 3 of claws because I don't have any leaves, so I could do that. So I won that one. Okay, let's do this again. 7 of eyes. I have the 8 of eyes. So I will win that one. So I've won 3 of 5. Maybe we'll do one more and then potentially do something else. So 6 of flowers. I have the 8 of flowers. Okay, I'm gonna go again and then I might use something if I feel like I need it. Okay, so I'm gonna lose this one. So 8 of leaves. I don't have any leaves. I will play the 3 of eyes. Maybe I'll draw 2 cards and then discard 2. God, this is risky. I'm gonna discard these 2. Oh no. I have to win this one. I didn't. Shoot. Shoot. I was 1 away. Ah well, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Jamie sucks at this game. Bye-bye, King. Sorry you don't want to be my friend. We could have had a really good time together, though. Probably should have used one of my allies. Even the rule book says, allies are really important. You should use them. And I was like, nah. That's my hand. It's pretty low. Let's go for 2. Here we go. 7 of leaves. Do I want to win this one? No. 4 of leaves. Lost. I need to win 2. Only 2. 7 of eyes. I have to play my 3 of eyes, so I lost that one. 8 of claws. I will play my 1 of claws, so I lost that one. I have to win 2. Okay, I'll win this one. 3 of leaves. 5 of leaves. I have 1. Okay, I can only win 1 more. 2 of leaves. 8 of leaves. I have 1. Now I have a 1, a 2, and a 2. I should be able to do this. 6 of leaves. I will play my 2 of flowers, so I've lost. 5 of claws. I will play my 2 of claws, lost, and I can definitely lose this one because nothing gets lower than this. Yeah, so 1 of leaves. I have 1 of flower. I have lost. Yay! I won one. Excitement. And I didn't even use any allies, even though they're super important. All right, so Queen of Eyes, I have 1. So that scores me 2 points. I'm gonna put her on top of the Jack of Leaves. I was watching Carly from Board Game Buzz. She was like trying to play this game until she won, and it was taking her a very long time. So it makes me feel better. Carly, you're not alone. I have a pretty all right hand. Can I win 4? Can I win 6? Let's try to win 6. The King of Eyes, which means blue is the trump. So the eyes are the trump. Here we go. 8 of claws, 5 of claws, 1 of claws. So I could play anything, but unless it's an eye, I'll lose. So I'm gonna play the eye of 3 eyes to win. 3 of leaves. I will play the 4 of leaves to win. So I've won 2. I need to win 6. 7 of claws. I'm gonna win it with the 7 of eyes. So here's what I'm gonna do. I will use the Queen of Eyes to look at the top 3 cards of the deck and return them in the same order. 1, 2, 3. So we have the 2 of leaves, the 6 of leaves, and the 1 of eyes. So I can win the next 2 and I'll lose that following one, which will be fine. So 2, I will play the 7 of leaves. Then we have the 6 of leaves. I will play the 8 of leaves. I need to win 1 more. So I might use the Jack of Eyes, draw 2 cards, and then discard 2. I think I might keep these 2 and get rid of these 2. That might be crazy. It might be crazy. 5 of eyes, 1 of eyes. Uh-oh, I think I did something crazy. I have to win this next one. I suck at this game. Holy Toledo, Batman. I don't even know if I can score enough points, but we're gonna keep going. So the Queen of Eyes is gone. Not very cozy, very stressful. So here's what I have. It's a low hand, but I have 3 trump suit cards, but they're pretty low. Let's go down to 1. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. 7 of leaves. I forgot to lay everything out. So I'm not winning this one. 4 of leaves. I have to play that anyway. 8 of leaves. Let's do the 7 of eyes. Shall we? 8 of claws. I'm gonna lose this one. Oh no, I have to play, yeah, I'm losing it anyway. 2 of claws. 5 of claws. Let's do, oh, I should, shoot. What, I'm so dumb. 4 of eyes. We're gonna use the Jack of Eyes to draw 2. So I have a 1 and a 3. We're gonna keep those. And I'm gonna get rid of these 2. Is that a good idea, Jamie? Probably not, you idiot. 5 of eyes. 2 of eyes, 3 of eyes. 1 of eyes. 3 of leaves. I need to win 1. Which I'm not gonna be able to do. 1 of flowers. That was my only trump card. That was my last hope. Discard all cards that match. No, I'm gonna use the Jack of Claws. That's so stupid. Because then I'm gonna have 8. You know what? I'm gonna lose anyway. Oh my God, I drew so many high cards. That was really stupid. That was a dumb thing to do. Dumb, 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 dumb. I could only win 1 and now I have all these high cards. Okay, we'll have to continue. 7 of claws, 6 of claws, 2 of leaves, 5 of leaves. I've won 1. Huh, exchange the ruler with up to 2 fiefs away, but discard all cards that match the current suit. Oh, okay, I'm gonna use the Jack of Flowers. And hope for the best. I still don't know. 6 of leaves. We'll get rid of the 6 of eyes. We might be able to do this. 8 of eyes. We'll get rid of the 4 of claws. 1 of leaves. 1 of claws. Holy Toledo Batman, I freaking did it. Yeah. All right. Ooh, that scored me 3 points. So we have the 0, the 4, and the 7 left. And I'm at 5 points. I think, is somebody mowing their lawn? That would be absolutely outrageous. No, they're using some kind of a outdoor driving tool thing. I don't know what they're called, tractors. Yeah, this is the one that we're gonna try to win 7 because I'm crazy like that. All right, these are all decently high cards and I have 3 trumps. We're gonna try to win 7 tricks. I have to try and win at all costs. Let's start. 1 of leaves, guess what? I have the 4 of leaves. Nailed it. 5 of leaves, I have the 7 of leaves. Nailed it. 8 of eyes. Well, I'm gonna lose that one with the 6 of eyes. I have to win the rest. Draw 2 and then discard 2. Let's use the Jack of Eyes. I like him. So we have a 4 and a 3. So we're gonna replace, I should replace the eyes with the 4. More trumps. And then I'm just gonna get rid of that 3. I think having all trumps is what I need. 6, 8. If no more trumps come up here, I will do it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a trump, but I have a 2. That's a trump, but I have the 4. 4 with the 5. And 8's the highest, so I've done it. Perfect. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Easy peasy, lemon, a squeezy. Ooh, that was 4. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 points. Here's my hand, which is a lot of that trump. So I don't think that we could do that. So let's try for 4. Actually, no, we're gonna do this. Because if I can discard all cards that match the trump, that's pretty good. Okay, and we'll definitely want this. We'll put that there. We don't want to win anything. Nada, nothing. First thing I'm gonna do is discard all cards that match the current ruler's suit. So we're getting rid of all of these flowers. And I just have to hope that one of these colors doesn't come up, because I can get rid of these and then I'm coasting. Okay, 5 claw. I'll get rid of the 4 claw. Then I'm gonna use this, discard 2 cards whose value sum 9, 5. Oh, fudge. I meant to do that. Math. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we've used that. Then I only have a 1. And it's an 8 and a 1. All right, so I did it. Okay, so I only have 1 yellow trump. I could do this, I think. So that's my hand. Let's lay it out and see if we want to do a little ally switcheroony. Place the top card of the score pile face down on top of the deck. That is a good one. We'll put that over that one. And this is draw the top card from the deck, the discard pile, and the score pile. We'll do that one. All right, here we go. 1. I have to play the 8, so that's 1 down. Now we're not gonna do anything yet. Okay, 8 of flowers. I need to be able to win 4. Let's get rid of the 1 of claws. I don't know if that was a good idea. Oops, sorry. Get rid of 5 of flowers. I'll do the 3 of claws. So we're getting down here. Let's draw 2 cards and then discard 2. So I have the 7 and a 4. I'm gonna get rid of the 3 for the 7, and I'm gonna get rid of that. So we've got a little bit more variety. Okay. I'll get rid of the 4 of eyes. I need to win 3 more. Draw the top card from the deck, discard pile, and score pile. Let's just do that one, I think. 1, 2, 3. So I got a 2 of claws, 4 of eyes, and then the 8 of leaves. So now I still need to win 4. 2 of flowers, we have the 7 of flowers. 5 of claws, we have the 8 of claws. I'll do one more. 6 of flowers. I'll get rid of the 4 of eyes. I just need to win 2 more. 6 of claws, 2 of claws. 5 of leaves, we have the 8 of leaves. One more. 8 of eyes, 5 of eyes. I need to win this last one, and I have a freaking 4. Well, we'll have to do this. If you're holding fewer than 8 cards, draw cards until you have 8. 1, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Terrible idea. I can't win the game anyway, so it doesn't matter. 7. I'll do the 2 of leaves. I just need to win one more. 7 of claws. I have the 4 of claws. Oops, I used that. 1. There we go. I have the 7 of eyes. So I have 1, 4, meaning I cannot win another one. I have to be able to lose this. 4 of leaves. 6 of leaves. Ah, I lost it. I ended up scoring 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And in order for me to even get a medal, I needed 16. What the fork? Anyways, that's for Northwood, and I freaking loved it. This game is a game that I immediately want to play again. I'm excited to show it to Jeff. I'm excited to take this traveling anywhere that I go. And so we just played with the basics, like Jack, Queen, King, but there's also barons, ladies, princess, and that's it. So extra, and they give you like extra abilities and stuff. This is also on BGA. If anybody's interested in trying it out there, you could play it on BGA for free. I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna learn something else, and then we'll be back with another game. 10 out of 10. Would recommend this one though. Alrighty. I just finished eating some stew. Oh, better have some water for health. Just doesn't have any flavors, you know? Next up, we are going to be playing Foxy, and by we, I mean me. And Foxy is from Pegasus Spiele, and they did send this game along. This is part of like a line of games. There's Foxy, Alpaca, Squeaky, and then there's another one. This is the only one that plays solo. And this is a memory game, and it is a game for like all ages, 8 and up, so it's like a family style game. But I thought, let's test the old memory noggin and see how that goes. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through 20 rounds, and each round I am going to be flipping over one of these cards. The cards are going to have between 1 and 3 animals on them. I have to look at the card, and then I need to write down an estimate. So what I am estimating is how many times up until this point I have seen that combination of animals, or those animals. So have I seen pigs 3 times so far and cows twice? Well, then I would write down 5. Have I seen a cat, a pig, and a cow 6 times, like 2 each? I would write 6. That's how it goes, and we're gonna continue going until we get to the 20th card. Then there is a fox card that will come up. When the fox card comes up, I have to write down how many animals, different animals I think I've seen up to this point. And then at the end of the game, we will flip this over and we will tally up card by card how many of the animals we have seen, and then we'll compare that with our estimates. Now, in a multiplayer game, it's whoever has the most points is going to win. In a solo game, however, I win if I do not deviate from the exact score by more than 5 points. So my estimate total has to be within 5 of the exact score. At one point, if I would like, I can like double down and circle one of my numbers if I feel extremely confident about it, and then I will score double the points for that round. But you're gonna gain, oh my God, my face. You're gonna gain points equal to the written estimate if it is equal to or less than the total number of the pictured animals that were revealed. If I go over, then it's 0. That's the game. Let's play. Starting with the first card, and I'll show it to you here. Okay, so that's an octopus. First one's gonna be easy. So far, I have seen 1 octopus. Then we're gonna flip another one. That's the card. And that's a dolphin. I'm gonna say everything out loud because that's gonna help me. So far, I have seen 1 dolphin. Now I shuffled these, so who knows how good the shuffling is. 1 zebra. I think I'm crushing it so far, personally. Oh, okay, so we have a bear and a bunny. So far, I have seen, I'm gonna put 2 because I've seen 1 bear and 1 bunny. We have a giraffe and a zebra. So we've already seen 1 zebra. So far I've seen 2 zebras, 1 giraffe. So we'll put 3. Oh, we got a bear and a bunny. And I remember I've already seen a bear and a bunny. So that's gonna be 4. I've seen 2 bears, 2 bunnies. This goes quick. A chicken and a cat. I think that's my first chicken and my first cat. So I'm gonna put 2. Oh, sorry, I felt very confident about that last one. I'm gonna circle it. I probably should have waited, but it's fine. A giraffe. I think that's only the second giraffe I've seen. Uh-oh, now it's getting spicy. A bear, a bunny, and a cat. I know I've already seen 2 bears, 2 bunnies, 1 cat. So that would be, so 3, 6, 7. See, I should have circled the 7, idiot. Now we're getting another giraffe. I think that's my 3rd giraffe. I'm pretty sure. Another giraffe. That's my 4th giraffe. I'm pretty sure. Not at all confident. Zebra and a giraffe. So that would be my 5th giraffe and my 3rd zebra. So 8. A giraffe and a zebra. My 6th giraffe and my 4th zebra. So 10. I have to do it quickly because otherwise I'm gonna forget. A zebra. My 5th zebra, I think. Oh God. A fox. Okay, so now I have to say how many different. I have seen zebra, giraffe, bear, bunny, cat, chicken, dolphin, octopus. I think that's it. I think I've seen 8. Does a fox count? I don't think the fox counts. Zebra, I think that's my 6th zebra. So we'll put a 6. A dolphin and an octopus. I know that I've seen each of those one other time. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Octopus, that's my 3rd octopus. 3. 2 more. Octopus, that is my 4th octopus. And last but not least, a bear and a bunny. I think we've seen 3 other bears, 3 other bunnies, so that would be 8. So now we're gonna flip them over and we're going to count them up and see how we did. That's a cute, fun little game. All right, so I have, this is what the tally is going to look like, okay? So 1 octopus, 1 octopus. 1 dolphin, 1 dolphin. 1 zebra, 1 zebra. 1 bear, 1 bunny, bear, bunny. 2. 1 giraffe, 1 zebra. 3. 1 bear, 1 bunny. 4. And I've doubled it, so it's actually going to be 8. I'm just going to write down 8. 1 chicken, 1 cat for 2. 1 giraffe for 2. 1 bear, 1 bunny, 1 cat for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, shoot. So I was off by 1. I'll still get the 7 points because I didn't go over, but dang. 1 giraffe. That's 3 giraffes. Correct. 1 giraffe. That's 4 giraffes. Correct. 1 giraffe. 1 zebra. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. 1 giraffe. 1 zebra for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. 1 zebra for 5. Yep. There's the fox. So we'd seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different animals. Correct. 1 zebra for 6. Yep. We saw a dolphin and an octopus for 4. We saw an octopus for 3. We saw an octopus for 4. And we saw a rabbit and a bear for 8. I did pretty good, I think. I scored 90 points. I feel like that's pretty good. I wish I would have doubled up on that 10. I really like memory games and I don't know like why, but this would be really fun to play with kids, I think. Actually, anybody can play this so long as they have a little bit of memory. There was only 1 animal that we didn't get, which was a pig. There's the piggy. We didn't get to see him. Yeah, I think Jeff would not like this game because Jeff has really bad memory. But I like it, and this is a game that I think maybe even like Jeff's mom might like. So yeah, I don't know. I'm interested. If you have kids, I think this could be a really good little game for them. BRB. Hi. Little baby. Yeah, you watching the squirrels? Oh, okay. You're gonna come over here. There's a squirrel, isn't it? Is that a squirrel? Do you want me to show everybody what you're looking at? There he is. This is the game that little baby's playing today. Wow, jeez. There he goes. Bye, buddy. What freaking chaos that was. No, honey. You can't be in front of the camera. Okay, you could be off to the side, that's fine. And I'm gonna be playing Scream Park Solo. So I picked this game up at Gen Con. It was one of my most anticipated ones that I was looking for, and it is from DVC Games. All right, so basically how this game works is I am running a haunted house and I'm trying to get it together. I am trying to basically build out different scenes in my haunted house to satisfy my VIPs and to satisfy my theme and the scenes, basically. So I picked a random theme, Camp Raven Lake. That is the theme of my haunted house. And basically, I'm going to be scoring this card at the end of every round. So I am going to be building out scenes in front of me. I'm looking for ones that have gore, so a knife, and candle, which I don't know what the candle stands for. Does it tell me? It don't. In a multiplayer game, this is kind of like a card drafting style game, but in a solo game, I have different kind of like amounts of cards that I'm going to be getting each turn, basically. So I'm going to be taking 4 turns in a round. Then we're going to do the end of round scoring, and then at the end of the game, there's end of game scoring. Basically, I am going to be selecting from these scene cards that I have been dealt. Now, a scene card looks a little something like this. At the top, it has the number of points that you're going to get if you complete the scene by the end of the game. Then there are its requirements in the diamond. So these are the types of genres that it is looking for in order to be completed. So for the medical wing, it wants 2 creepy dolls and 1 bloody knife. Then the bottom is an add-on. It's going to give us like a symbol here. Those symbols are essentially set collection. If I get one for each set of 4 that I get, 4 different ones, that is going to give me points at the end of the game. And then this symbol, which is a little starbursty looking symbol, is a genre. So this hazy lights would give me 1 creepy doll towards the goal of this scene. How this is going to work, on my turn, I get to choose 2 cards and take 2 actions. So the action can be to place out a scene to the right of my theme, and then if I place out another scene, it'd have to go to the right of that. It always has to continue going to the right of, and the point value has to always be increasing. So if I had a scene worth 2, the next scene would have to be worth more than 2, then have to be worth more than that, etc. So that's one thing I could do. I could place a scene. I can also add to a scene. So if I already had a scene, I could tuck, so say this is my scene, I could tuck this underneath, just showing the bottom part, and that's adding to the scene, which is going to give me more genre symbols. If you see a symbol that has a little meeple on it, that means you need to pay a staff in order to play out that card, and I start with 2 staff, so I can add to a scene. The other thing that I could do is I can discard cards from my hand. So I could discard a card to hire a staff. So discard 1 card. You choose this turn to take 2 staff from the supply, putting them into your personal supply. Or I can discard both of my cards to add a genre card to a scene, basically. If I choose to, I can also discard one of the little staff meeples in order to place one of the scene cards kind of out of order, essentially. Then we are going to do end of round scoring, and it does have a little scoring card here. So at the end of the round, I will be scoring for my theme. And once again, I'll be getting for each scene I have in front of me 1 point if it has a knife, and 1 point if it has a candle, up to a maximum of 2 points. So it's not per symbol, but for each scene that has those things. Then we are going to be scoring for our VIP. So there's 3 VIPs, one for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Each VIP is going to tell us how it scores. So the first one is a local celebrity. We're going to be advancing our little meeple if the next scene fulfills your whole theme. Then we have the new investor, and finally we will have the birthday party. There are different kinds of scenes. The only one I didn't mention to you so far is the lightning bolt, which is special effect, which is going to give a special ability. If it has the plus meeple, then we're going to be able to gain a meeple from the supply. If it has a times 2, it will multiply at the end of the game these symbols. Remember, we're doing a set collection with those. This symbol, which allows a VIP to advance. And then we also have the X, which basically allows you to ignore one of the requirements to complete a scene. All right, I think that's everything. It's relatively straightforward, so I say we play. I'm excited. I love spooky games. Everybody knows that about me. All right, so I need to choose 2 cards to use. I think I'm gonna start with the Beast Pens. So this has the little lightning bolt on it. So I'm gonna play that out, and that allows me to gain 1 staff when placed. And this needs a creepy doll and a book, which is not helpful for my scene. I probably should have thought of that. Oh well. And it also needs a book. A book? What? Well, I don't have any of those. Shoot, that was probably not a smart thing to do, but it's fine, fine. I think I'm gonna place out next the organ storeroom. And that's gonna be my second action. And then these cards are gonna be gone. So that's not the end of the round. I'm gonna continue to do this. So now I have 6 cards to choose from. Ho hum. Well, ooh, perfect. I am going to attach this diabolic nun into my beast pens in the growling crates. So my beast pens have growling crates and a diabolical nun. I need to pay a worker in order to place them. So this scene has been fulfilled, which is great. And if I want to advance my VIP for points, it's also gonna need a candle. I don't have any candles. This one needs 2 knives and a beaker. It has a beaker. I think I'm gonna place out this blood fountain. I'm gonna attach that to my organ storeroom with my glowing jars. The instant ability is to gain a staff, so I will do that. And that's the 2 cards for that one. Oh, perfect, candles. Well, I am going to add a living mummy into my beast pen, which is hilarious. That's gonna cost me a staff. So my beast pens have growling crates filled with diabolical nuns and living mummies. And that's giving me 2 candles, so I'll be able to move my VIP. I think I'm gonna place this out though, I don't know. Deep catacombs with grabbing hands, which is going to allow me to X out a symbol on this card. So that'll be good. I have some candles, which is good. So I'm gonna place out this candle here, which is going to allow me to move. VIP can always advance to this scene, okay? So that'll be good to know. And then with my other one, I could place it out, or actually I'm gonna tuck it because it is giving me a candle, which this needs. So that's the end of the round. Now we're going to do the end of round scoring. So starting with our theme. So I'm gonna get a point for each scene with a knife and for each scene with a candle. So this one, knife, candle, so that's 2 points, knife, candle, 4 points, candle, 5 points. And then we're gonna look at our VIP, the local celebrity. Advance if the next scene fulfills your whole theme. VIP can always advance to this scene, okay? This one does not fulfill both, so I cannot advance there. So technically I have advanced twice, so that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 points. That's a whole round. I will mention that in a multiplayer game, whoever has the most lightning bolts gets like 3 points. In a solo game, draw 3 cards at the end of each round to rack up opposing lightning bolt symbols. I should have done that first, but I didn't. So this is gonna be my opposing player's lightning bolt symbols. So they have 2. So let's maybe just sit those over there, because if I have more than them, then I will win. So I'm just gonna put, let's just do that. And I'll discard this one, round 2. So this one's good. Oh, the new investor, advance if the next scene has any of the 4 symbols. So I'm gonna want to get out some cards. So those ones do, this one doesn't have one of the 4 symbols. So knife, yeah, we got a knife. I'm gonna play out the rigged chainsaw, and I'm gonna put that right here because that is going to fulfill this. So that one has been completed because we want to complete the scenes because that's how we get points, big money. Do I want a noble vampire? I do. So I'm gonna add the noble vampire into my deep catacombs. Deep Catacombs has grabbing hands, dramatic music, and a noble vampire. I need to pay a worker in order to do that. And then this one has been completed because I now have a book and a candle. No creepy doll. I still need some kind of a symbol here. Hi, baby. Ooh, perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to add this card, the Bone Pits, down here into my beast pens, which is going to give me a symbol, and it's a symbol that I need, and it gives me a knife. Has this been fulfilled yet? That's been fulfilled. That's been fulfilled. That's been fulfilled. So I say it's time we start a new one, and let's actually do this. So Rusty Gallows, which is going to get me a staff. So I need 2 dolls and a knife, but it already has a knife. I'm gonna put up Torment Warship with an angry torturer here. I must have already done 2. 8, 6. Yes, never mind. I can't do that. Also, I have cotton candy grapes as a snack. What an amazing invention. This is so gross. Okay, I'm gonna play this one out, the meat freezer with dangling bodies. Man, I love horror stuff. So that's gonna need 3 knives, but it gives me that skull. Oh no, I'm gonna actually tuck this one because I can't advance unless they're next to each other. So that's giving me another knife, which doesn't really do anything, but it gives me the skull. So what I think I'm gonna actually do is play out this Dusty Lullaby. I'll get rid of those 2. And that needs 2 books, but it does have another one of those symbols, and so I've got 1 full set. I could work on a second set. How about that? So I have a sewer system with dripping water, dirty bathroom with a trapped victim. Yuck. This would fulfill this one. So the trapped victim is going into the Rusty Gallows with a falling guillotine, dangling bodies, and 1 trapped victim. That's funny. I could discard it. Discard 1 card to take 2 staff. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna just discard this to grab 2 staff because it doesn't really fit. Oh, and I needed to pay a staff for that last one that I played out. So that's the end of that round. So let's score this again. So camp. So I'm gonna get 2 points. I will get 4 points, 5 points, 6 points, 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then our VIP. So it's gonna be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points because he got to go the whole way. So I'm on 15, so that's 25. How in the hell? Oh, I still have to score all of these at the end too. I was like, how the hell would anybody score 80 points? I need to get building. Sheesh. All right, this is the last round. I like this game. I like pretty much every game though. All right, last round, friends. The last VIP is the birthday party. Advance of the next scene has 2+ of a genre. So it has to have 2 matching genres. Which scenes have not been fulfilled? This one has, this one has, this one has, this one has, this one hasn't. It needs 2 books. And wouldn't you know it? 2 books. Let's do that. So I'm adding a wraith into the Dusty Library with ethereal singing. It requires a staff. So that's been fulfilled. However, it doesn't have any of these. That has 2, that has 2. So far, all of these fulfill this one. So I'm thinking let's start a new one because we need points. Forsaken Chapel. These need 4 symbols. That's crazy. I'm gonna do the Forsaken Chapel with the Ghoul Priest. So that needs 2 knives, a book, and a candle. It has a knife and a book. Oops, I needed to play that. I'm down to 1 staff. Does anything give me people? Ooh, birthday clown. Good for a birthday party. I'm gonna put the bloody handprints at the Forsaken Chapel, which is giving me another knife. So I have 2 knives, a book, so that just needs a candle. None of these have candles. I may as well try, I'll put out the ballroom. The balloon room, sorry. With the birthday clown for the birthday party. And that needed a worker to be placed. I'm gonna discard this card to get 2 workers. And then I am going to play out the uncanny mimic for a worker at the balloon room. Oh, no, I don't need that. Hold on. I thought I needed that, but I don't. Hold, please. Oh, I wanted to place it here. There we go. So the Forsaken Chapel now also has an uncanny mimic, in case you're curious. So neither of these can be added. So the ballroom needs creepy doll, knife, book, candle. I'm not gonna be able to get all of those. Hi, babe. No, that's not gonna be passable. So, okay, we'll just put it here. And that's also going to give me a staff. And then this, oh shoot, almost gets me a full set of symbols, but it won't. Poo-poo. All right, we'll put this here. Sure, why not? So we're gonna score the round and then we'll score and do end of game scoring. Okay, so each scene with a knife and a candle, so that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 points. Okay, the VIP will advance if the scene has 2+ of a symbol. So this has 2 candles and 2 knives. So I'll just count after. This has 2 knives, 2 candles, 2 creepy dolls, 2 books, 2 knives, 2 clowns, dolls. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, so I'm up to 48. So now we're gonna do end of game. Oh, I forgot to do that every time. Oopsies. We'll just pretend. Well, whatever. That's why solo games are so fun, because it doesn't matter. End of game scoring. So we're gonna score completed scenes. It's the first thing we're gonna do. So this one needed a creepy doll and a book. Creepy doll and a book. So that's 2 points, 1, 2. This one needed 2 knives and a whatchamacallit. Perfect. A beaker. This has, oh, thank God it does. Okay, 2 knives and a beaker. So that's 4. I was like, did I miscalculate that? This one needs creepy doll, book, and candle, but I can cross one out. I'll be crossing out creepy doll, so book and candle, so that scores 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'm at 58. This one needs 2 creepy dolls and a knife. 2 creepy dolls and a knife for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one needs 2 books, and I have 2 books for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one needed 2 knives, a book, and a candle. 2 knives, book, 2 candles. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one I didn't get. It needed creepy doll, knife, book, candle, and it had 2 creepy dolls. So I don't get to score that one, unfortunately. I'm gonna get 3 points for having the most lightning bolts, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to their 3, even though it's fine. 1, 2, 3. I didn't draw them at the right time, so they may have had some of those. Who even cares? 1 point per staff unused. 1, 2. Oh, sorry, no. Meep. 1 point per staffing icon. Oh, sweet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. 6 points per set of scenic symbols. I have 1 set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2 light bulb. Oh, that gives me another 6. Okay, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. Yes. Okay. So I got 93 points, and 80 points is a win. All right. Okay. So that was Scream Park. That was really fun. There's a bunch of other stuff in here, as in, like, first of all, you could play this up to 5 players. And like I mentioned, it just becomes a drafting game. Pretty much everything else plays the same. So there's a bunch of other VIP cards. in case you are curious, there's a bunch of different theme cards. So there's a ton of other ones of these. That's Scream Park. I really enjoyed that. This one was not sent to me for review or anything. I bought it because I love creepy games. So if you're looking for a good little like game for spooky season, this could be great. And I think it played really well solo. Like I can see it would be like some good interaction with the drafting, but I don't know, like it wouldn't have changed the game that much. So anyways, cool. All right, I'm gonna pack this up and I'll grab another game, I think, and we'll play something else. Why the heck not? What else am I gonna do? I took a break and I cleaned the bathroom, I cleaned the mudroom, I cleaned a random room that we have in our house that we don't know what to do with. So I did laundry. I'm getting a lot done today. Me and baby watching squirrels. Juno's looking at me because it's almost her dinner time. I'll play this one and then it will be time. Beanos. Okay, next up I'm gonna play Floriferous, and this is from Pencil First Games, and they did send me this game for review. Feels like forever ago. I have played Herbaceous. I've never played this. I also have Sunset Over Water, which I've also never played, but this one is very springy. So very on brand. Basically, this is kind of like a set collection game. Very cozy set collection style game. I'm just also like, my chest is starting to hurt and I'm just like, am I getting sick again? Because that would be really bad. Anyhoozles. Okay, so the game is going to be played over 3 days. And then each day there's going to be 5 rounds, which is just going to be my pawn kind of moving through all of this. Now, basically what I'm going to be doing on my turn, and I have the rules in front of me because I've never played this before, I'm going to be taking my pawn and choosing a card from the next column over. So there's flower cards. Some of the flower cards have stones on them. Some have bugs on them, and they're all different colors. So there's 5 different kinds of flowers, 5 different colors, 5 different kinds of bugs. There's also these, are these bounty cards? What are these called? Desire cards at the bottom, which is another, like basically another way to score points. So I am going to be collecting cards, scoring points. If I have completed any of the bounties, then I can do that at the end of the round to score more points. I'm trying to score lots of points, obviously. Now, in a multiplayer game, you're just kind of going through with the other players. In a solo game, we are playing against the crow. After I take my turn, I'm going to reveal a crow card, and that is going to tell me which card of the 3 that are currently out is going to get discarded from the next row that I'm going to be going to. Possibly the crow will be placing stones in place of these cards, which they are going to be collecting, which is bad because if they collect 4 stones at the end of the round, at the end of the day, I then have to get rid of one of my cards, which I don't want. In a multiplayer game, this T card is awarded to whoever has the most stones, but in a multiplayer game, in a solo game, I start with this card. Now I could keep it until the end of the game to get 2 points, or I can choose to toss it, basically, to avoid revealing a crow card. Another action that I'm able to do in a solo game that isn't relevant in a multiplayer game is I can scatter stones. So at the start of my turn, instead of taking a card as normal, I basically get to remove the stones that the crow just placed. Here we go. Let's try this out. So the bounties up at the top, this one, if I can score, I could score all 3 of them. I can only score each one. So if I score it on day 1, I get 5 points, day 2, 3 points, day 3, 2 points. This one is looking for a poppy, a mum, and a butterfly. This one's a poppy, a daisy, and a ladybug. This one's a lily, a poppy, and a butterfly. None of them, oh, that one wants a mum. That one wants a mum. A mum and a butterfly, but you can only use each card once for each thing in the bounty. So this is a mum with a butterfly, couldn't use it twice. And that's a moth anyway. Right, there's moths and butterflies. Very similar and yet vastly different. All right, I'm gonna go and choose this one. So I'll get a stone and the mom. Then this goes here. Then the crow is gonna go. So this is what a crow card looks like. So this is telling me that, so I need to remove this second card, and I'm not putting a stone on it, and that just gets discarded. This desire card is 2 points per daisy, or I could take this one and it's just secrets. I'm gonna take the secrets one. Ooh, it's a tulip, which I basically don't need at all. That's fine. Okay, crow is going to toss the second one. And I think if there was a stone on it, the stone stays. Return to the supply. Okay, not accurate. So in this instance, I could choose to scatter the stone so that he can't get that, because that's going to go to his card at the end of the game, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Okay, that has a ladybug. This is 3 points per butterfly. I think I'm going to take this one with the ladybug. Okay, they're going to go. They're getting rid of this, and they're replacing it with 2 stones. A scandal. 3 already. Blah. But I kind of want this card. This is me probably going to lose. Me going to lose. All right. I'm taking the lily. The lily also has a butterfly. They're going to go. They're getting rid of this and replacing it with 2 stones. So that's not great. So I probably do want to scatter. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'll scatter, getting rid of those. All right, so that's the end of the round. So now I check to see if I have done any bounties. I don't think so. No, I don't have any daisies. No. 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 All right, then these are gonna go onto the crow card. He just needs 1 more, and then I have to discard one of mine. That's not very nice. Ooh, I can return stones from my collection to remove stones from them, so I'm gonna do that. I had 1. So now I'm going right to left. What do I wanna do here? I could get that stone, get a daisy, which I need. Then I would have a daisy, a ladybug, and I would just need a poppy. There's no oh, there's 1 poppy. Only 1 poppy. I think I need to take the poppy. I think I got to take that poppy, isn't it? All right. They're gonna do this. They're getting rid of this card, but not putting any stones out. This isn't a flower arrangement. I think I'm gonna go for this one. Call me crazy. Crazy. Oh, a yellow mom. Not overly helpful. Okay, crow. They're getting rid of this card. And they're gonna put 1 stone out. I'm actually gonna, 2 points per yellow. But the stone. It's fine. I think I'm gonna do this. 2 points per yellow, because I have 2 yellows already. They're gonna go. They're getting rid of this and putting out a stone. I'm a sucker for a face down card, so I'm taking this. Ugh, it's a flower arrangement. Okay, so this is looking for mums, pink, and ladybugs. Okay. Oof. All right, so they're doing the lily with 2 stones. So I think, they're hitting 4 basically no matter what I do. So I think I'm actually going to take this lily with the stone, because at least I'll be able to get rid of it, to do that to them. I could have gotten rid of my tea, but I didn't. So that's going to be 4. First, we'll do the bounty cards. Have I completed any of these? I have a poppy, I have a mom, and I have a butterfly, and they're all different. Doink. If the crow is 4 or more, choose and discard a card from your collection. I will do this one. And return all stones the crow. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna keep that stone because it wasn't really helping me at all. So these are all gonna go back to the supply. All right, this is the last round. Wow, that's quit it. I'm now like paranoid that I'm getting sick again, just so everybody knows, because I'm getting that like feeling in my chest like when I got sick. Yikes, last turn. I'll take this. A daisy with a ladybug and a stone, which is helpful. Okay, what are you doing to me, Crow? They're just getting rid of this one. Boom. Purple. I don't have any purple. That's bananas. So I guess I'll have to take this daisy. Okay, they're just getting rid of this. No stones. Tulip or poppy, but it also has a moth, so I think I want this. And it has a stone. Emma stone. Okay, they're gonna get rid of this tulip and they're gonna put one stone. 2 per orange, and I have quite a few orange, so I think that's the right choice. So we'll do that. They're gonna take this one away and put a stone. We're not overly concerned about that. So that's a poppy with a bee. 2 per mum. I only have 2. I don't really need a bee, but the yellow would also give me 2. Sure, let's take this. Happy. Okay, perfect. So these are gonna go on their card. Let's see if we fulfilled any of these. So poppy, daisy, ladybug. Daisy, ladybug, poppy. Yes. So that's round 3. Lily, poppy, moth. So I have a moth, lily, poppy. Yes. So they're not triggering because they only have 2. So haha, in your face. I never even used my T card. So now we need to count up our points, doing final end of game scoring. Let's look at this. So for every 2 stones, you get a point. So I have 2 stones. I have 4 stones. Yay! Okay, so I have 2 points. Then arrangement cards, but I don't have any. Bounty cards. So that's how many points? 2 points. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 points. Sculptures aren't used in solo. Desire cards. So I will get 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2 points per orange, 2 points per yellow, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Cup of tea is 2 points, 26, 27, 27 points. That doesn't feel very good. Cool as a cucumber. You know what? I am cool as a cucumber. Cool. Oh, that is a nice little relaxing game. I think, I don't think I was doing very well, making very good choices, but it's fine. Like, this is a very chill game. I will say, between this and Herbaceous, I think I prefer Herbaceous. It just feels like it has a little bit more to it. This one is like, it's pretty straightforward, which is not a bad thing when you're having a cozy solo game day and you don't have a lot of brain power because you think you might be getting sick again. I will just die. Okay, so I'm gonna take a break to feed Juno, and then I might come back and do maybe one more. I really wanna play Spring Meadow. I'm feeling very springy today because it's very sunny and nice outside. It's still cold, but it's sunny, which makes me think of spring. So that's gonna be the plan stands. I will be back shortly. All right, friends, I'm gonna try to do this without spilling things. I'm gonna play Spring Meadow, which is an Uwe Rosenberg game, one of his polyomino games. So he has Spring Meadow, Cottage Garden, and Indian Summer. I own this one and Cottage Garden, never played either. And I'm excited to try it, a little tile placement. I think this might be the last one for me for today because it's getting dark and we all know the night is dark. Full of terrors. So this is a polyomino tile placement game where I am going to be moving around this board, this little thingamabopper that doesn't fully stay together. And then I'm going to be taking a tile from either that row or column, depending on where the thing is. I am then going to be placing the tiles onto my board. There are these little holes. If I cover it up with a hole in the polyomino tile like that, it's considered to be a cleared burrow. Otherwise, I can't cover one of these burrows up unless I have a cleared burrow already. And so for a solo game of this, I'm just gonna be continuing to go until I have either taken 24 turns or there's only 5 tiles left on the board. Anytime I fill up a full row, I am going to do a scoring. I'm going to be scoring based on what the number is of the tile, of the row or column or whatever of the tile that I took. I did not fill up all of these rolls. So I have no idea if I explained all of the game to you. I'm getting tired. I don't think I slept well last night. Anyways, let's just play. So I'm gonna take something from here and I'm going to take D1. We're gonna do this. There's no like placement rules in terms of like doesn't need to be adjacent or whatever. You know what I mean? Jelly beans. Okay, then we're gonna go here. There is also this compass so that I could put that there when I grab something. That's not what I want. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take this one and put it here. I'm trying to fill up a row. Oh, let's do. No, that's blocking that off. I'll do this. No. No. Uh-oh, I have AP. I can't cover that. What a freaking scandal. I could do that. Can't do that. I could do this. Okay, whatever. Ooh, long boy. Put the long boy down here. Now I can also, in a 1 or 3 player game, you also do diagonal. Just so you're aware. So you're aware. So I'm aware. I just made you say underwear. I might do this. So that's a cleared burrow. Diagonal zip. Yeah, oh no, I can't take that one. That would be crazy. Okay, I'll do this. Now we're gonna go here and I'll do this. And then here, and I need something that can go here. Hold please. Yep, perfect. Okay, so I've completed this first row and that is going to be 17 points. Okay, so that scored me 17 points because that's where I finished it from. And these were supposed to be placed right away, so I'm just gonna do it now. Good thing we're playing by ourselves. Ooh, well, that would have happened. It's fine, we'll just do 17. So I scored that one again because I fudged up. Oops. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ugh. It's chaos. It's witching hour. Okay, so we're here. Nope. Yep. So I can cover that one up, but I'm gonna have to cover up a cleared board. Oh. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm gonna do this instead. Okay, I think I'll do this. It's gonna get me another 1 rock. There are none with holes, so I'm gonna have to do this and fill this in. And I'll have to fill up a cleared burrow. So I will get 15 points for that row. Maybe I'll put that here. I'll take this one. Not doing very good with these little hole things or clearing burrows. Is not the good. Will this fit anywhere useful? No. Yes. Okay, we'll put that there. Put that there. Where'd my compass go? I'm gonna have to put that there. These are the animals, I think, like in that TikTok that goes, Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I hope you do. Okay. If I do this, I'll be able to grab a 2. I'll place it here, like that. And that's another completed row. Oh, it's only 6 points. Brutal. Not many options here, are there? I could do this. Nope. If I did that, that would be wild and crazy. I don't think I should do that. That's too wild and crazy. Let's do... There, I'm gonna put that right there. So when there's only 5 left here, it stops. Okay. The cleared burrows are gonna be all that saves me. I'm not doing very well. I think I suck at this game. I sure do. See, do that, which will give me one of these. Put there. The game ends either as soon as there are only 5 meadow tiles left or 24 turns. How many is 20? Oh. Well, I didn't do very good, you guys. I only got, hold on, I only got 55 points. What did it say I wanted to get? 140? Not possible. I should have been more strategic. Strategery could have been useful in this game. I like it, but I was not very good at it. I just was not very good at it. Oh, wait, I have to score my, it is not gonna matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 60 points. I almost want to play it again to do better, but I'm too tired and too full of ramen. But I think I like it. I like it. Now, is this as good as like some of his other polyomino tile placement games like New York Zoo? No, but it's different and I like it. I think it's fine solo. I don't think playing it multiplayer would change it much other than like you're maybe even like hate drafting some of the tiles, and this gets refilled and scored in a different way in a multiplayer game. But I think I liked it. I think I enjoyed it. Yeah, there, that's my review. I think I liked it. Cool, so we played Last Lighthouse, for Northwood, Foxy, Scream Park, Floriferous, and Spring Meadow. 6 games today. I would say my favorite was for Northwood. My second favorite is definitely Last Lighthouse. Scream Park I really enjoyed. Then I would say, this one, then Floriferous, and then Foxy. I think Foxy would be better with more people. That's what I think. It was just a fun little memory game. Great for families, but I enjoyed everything that I played today. I thought it was all great. So my friends, that's just my little solo cozy gaming day. I'll probably do this again in May because Jeff is going to be gone like for 2+ weeks. It's gonna be horrible. He's leaving me all by myself, all by my lonesome, not very nice. So I'll do another one of these then because I'm gonna have lots of time. So if there's any like cozy solo games that you'd like to see me play during one of these, just let me know down in the comments below. There's a few that I had up that I didn't get to today, so I'll keep those on the docket as well, like Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs. I'm kind of wondering if I should do a solo mode video on that. Haven't decided. I haven't decided yet. Who knows? But anyways, that is everything that I have for you all today. Now, if you're interested in buying board games, like any of the ones that I played today, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. And for us, that's the Board Room Game Cafe. If you like what you see, please subscribe. I hope to see you again soon. And now I say goodbye. Goodbye. You know what? Today's a chill day. And because you can see this camera, you know what? Nothing bad is going to happen because of that. Are you recording still? Hello? Yeah. I'm going to clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. Oh, I will mention 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 after I do this. I don't know why I try to do 2 things at once. Doesn't even matter. Cotton candy grapes. My game brain is gone.